And let me come out here and talk to some of these weak ass niggas right quick. Hey, that's facts right there, boy. Hey, y'all funny, bro. Y'all niggas is real funny, man. Tell you the truth. Yeah, man. Okay. Let me go ahead and come in for it, man. Let me see what the hell going on out here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see we got this Mr. Funny Guy, this milk dud head ass dude and shit over here and shit, right? He over there with the bias ass chat, right? Okay. So I get sent this link, right? So when I get sent this little bullshit link, right, I go over here and shit, you know, I see motherfuckers, up in the chat and all this so other shit or whatever, right? So this what this weak ass nigga gonna do, right? All right, this what the weak nigga gonna do, right? Okay. Now he got the brother ZX over there, and ZX is up in the comments. So people ain't feeling ZX right now and all that shit or whatever. Okay. So what he try to do, right? This nigga try to bait ZX 1400 up like this and shit. Look, this nigga over there and shit like this. Look, this nigga over here like this and shit. Yeah, and then ZX, well, that's the thing that I have to say. Well, it doesn't matter about her actually, growing her own seeds, but we don't like you. I'm like, man, come on with that weak shit, bro. This nigga is crazy, bro. And look, right? ZX 1400 told him, say, well, yo, at 3 p.m., come on over. We can discuss it. Like whatever questions you got, if you got an issue or whatever, if it's some shit that's on your mind or whatever, well, all due means just come through. This nigga the whole time over there like this and shit. Well, the thing about it is, you're not doing the right thing, and you shouldn't have did this to Fundi Fee, and we just don't like that. And the reason we don't like this is because you really disrespected Miss Fundi Fee, and yeah, you shouldn't have been doing that either. And now World News did this and did that. Simply this, because Nature Boy apologized to World News, and World News doesn't talk about nigga. Shut up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. For you and that weak ass channel be gone. Shut up, bro. Like you talking a bunch of extra hot ass garbage right now, bro. I don't even be knowing like who be getting some of y'all niggas the floor out here, bro, because y'all don't be talking about nothing, man. You talking about a lot of extra curricular beef, some bullshit ass drama, some shit that took place, right? Now you wanna, excuse me, you wanna step in the middle of it and you wanna do commentary or whatever, but in doing commentary, you're not fair in what you talking about. Even if I beefed out with somebody, if I dislike somebody or whatever, if it was a topic of discussion, yeah, of course I'm gonna let them come through. Of course I'm gonna invite them up. Of course I want to hear what the fuck they saying. I ain't just gonna be sitting on the motherfucker like this and shit, talking and shit the whole time and shit. Yeah, well then you didn't do this right, and then I think this. What the fuck is that gonna solve? If me and you got an issue, I wish I would fall out with a motherfucker or have like some kind of misunderstanding with a person, and when I'm trying to communicate effectively with them, they sitting talking through motherfucking head buds and shit or whatever. Like, come on, dude. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that stuff, man. Like, come on, man. Now, for people that's out here that simply do uploads and videos, I get that, But if you done been on YouTube for longer than 6 months, you should know how to make a video. Now, this is going out to any of y'all that upload yourself, like how I'm recording myself now, because I don't generally come on here like this. I'll have some shit on the screen or showing some shit or whatever. But the funny thing about it, right, is I see a lot of these people that's out here that's done been on YouTube for over a year. These people still don't post videos. They haven't even tried to make a video. So when you look at their channel, the only thing that they're doing is just giving you their opinion on what the fuck that they done seen. Whatever that's done took place, they just want to talk about the shit. But they're not like looking for no solutions, and that's what the fuck that I'm not seeing. Now, this is the case in point right here. Since we discussing this shit, right? We talking about weak ass channel holders. And when I say weak ass channel holders, I'm talking about people that, within their strength, they lackluster as fuck, meaning that they don't really effectively communicate. And it's like they're not trying to get down to the bottom of the situation, whatever that the situation is. Motherfuckers just don't want to talk. They don't want to build. If I had an issue with a motherfucker, aside from me making a video or whatever, I'd be like, yo, come through to my channel. It's always lit over here. This is what we do. We make it make sense. Whether we got a bill or we beefing, either motherfucking one. Let's get some understanding, right?
because a lot of stuff is not clarified. So this is my thing right here. I know that certain people dislike me, you know, with a passion. I know that. But if you mention my name, you know, somebody send me a link, you know, and you mentioning my name, I'm going to come through whether you dislike me or not. That's just the way that I move. You understand what I'm saying? That's my pedigree. Don't be talking no little sideways, extra politely, gentle little shade and shit or what. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't. Because all of this shit that I noticed that a lot of people are doing out here, right? Like they'll build a following up, you know, like with talking about a certain person. Just like I post videos about Nature Boy. I used to post videos about Kanika Jenkins. I'll be talking about even more things aside from this, but it just kills me now that people that actually built a platform specifically solely talking about Nature Boy, they one of the main people inclusively that got something to do with everything that's talking about Nature Boy. Now, if your ass was just over there in that chat, if you were just over there in that chat, right, that means that you for the fuck shit, okay? So you for the fuck shit. So from here on out, don't come to my chat. Don't comment in my shit. Okay. All right. So if you support that type of movement, right? And I'm not out here that's saying, oh, I rock with ZX 1400 and all this and this and that. He said some shit about me. I said some shit about him. I don't hate him, you know, but if he had some shit that he had to say or he wanted to motherfucking say, by all means, yeah, come on up here. It's the same with sharing the video. You got some shit you got to say. You feel some kind of way. Okay, come through. Now, this peanut head ass nigga, right? That never does that, right? He just want to sit up here and talking shit. This all this motherfucker gonna do. This is what he gonna do and shit right here. This the whole live right here. This is what you get. When you go over there, this is what you get. You get a motherfucker sitting here all day like this and shit, talking to you. Like the microphone on the motherfucker shit, right? Like it don't work. So this nigga gonna sit here all day and talk to you like this and shit, you know. You might be you might got some serious shit in your mind going, you know, it might be something going on in your life that's done affected you. You see this nigga in person, you trying to holler at, bro, look, some real shit just happened. Hey, hold on for a minute. Just hold on for 1 second. Just wait 1 second. Let me Let me finish the live stream first and then okay, what's the problem? That's the type of shit I'm talking about. If it's an issue, if it's some shit that's going on, if you got an issue with somebody, like I say, this is the Make It Make Sense network right here. This is what we do. We don't play no games. We don't do that little extra ass shade shit, just like your chat over there. What you talking about now? See, I hawked that down in 7 minutes. It didn't take but 7 minutes for me to be on this motherfucker. You done been on live for about a fucking hour talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. Everybody know about the shit happened with Fundi and ZX. Okay, all right, okay, yeah, whatever. You either gonna follow Fundi or you gonna follow ZX. Niggas ain't got to be out here every day talking about that shit. You think ZX want to be on this motherfucker talking about this shit all day? You think Fundi want to be on here talking about this shit? Fuck no. Fuck no. It's either you do what you do and you keep it moving. That's why people come to my channel. I don't be on this motherfucker every day out here talking about motherfuckers and shit. Like I gotta make a live stream. Like I gotta get my channel popping to be talking about somebody that's within the community. The community. The fuck out of here, man. That shit don't even fucking make sense. I'm seeing what it is now. Don't peg me for that dumb shit. That's why I never even mentioned your name, dude. I never even said nothing to you because I know that you or not damn one of them people that's in your fucking chat is gonna come to my channel. Period. I already know that. So kill the bullshit, bro. Like kill the bullshit. You ain't in my look, bro. You ain't on my level. Period. And I'm just gonna put it out there like that. Like I said, you don't even make videos. You don't even use DU screen recorder, my nigga. You just push live and sit in front of the camera and sit up there and yeah, and then I think this and then I think that and yeah, and this could happen if that did happen, and then Nature Boy would do this, and then we'll go back to talking about this and talking about that because I really don't have anything to talk. That's the same shit that I hear every time somebody send me a link and I go over to this dude's channel and I be like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Like if you got a beef, you got an issue. I done talked to, people within, the little camp or whatever that's over there, whatnot. If you frustrated, you upset, if it's something that's done moved you to the point, where you feel like you got to get at somebody, by all means do that. But don't try to go on no views off of some shit that took place with somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Like I ain't out this motherfucker talking about the shit that happened with Diet and all the speculations or the shit that happened with Tanya or people talking about Vic. No, my channel is not about that. That's not what the fuck that it's about, But we can have a discussion on that shit if you want to. Yeah, that's anybody. You know, if you feel any kind of way, you ain't got to comment bang. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Like do that little weak ass shit like when you in certain people's channel and then you say certain stuff or whatever. No, just be yourself. Be yourself. And I trip out on half of y'all because I'm not to be able to address a lot of this fuck shit that y'all be talking about because y'all niggas got me blocked. So that's the first step. Unblock me, and then we'll go to the next chamber with this shit because I'm seeing a lot of day-to-day little petty high school-ish type of shit that's going on social media, but no one wants to sit down and say, okay, well, how can we get to an agreeable solution? How can we work through this? You know, will this end with us just not going to each other's channel? Will this end with the people that simply support me, just support me and your people support you? If that's how, hey, look, if that's the way that it got to be, I very so honestly feel like that's what people should do. Don't make this shit into like an event all motherfucking day. I don't even rock with the woman. I don't rock with Fundi, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all killing the shit right now. Let that shit go. Let that shit go. Like, it's other shit to talk about than keep talking about channel holder beefs. If that man got a beef with her and they want to keep talking about this shit every day, let them talk about that shit every day. Don't drag my name in that shit. Don't say just because the brother, and I seen the brother ZX type my name and he said that these are the people that helped get my channel popping, because I seen the Philly girl gonna say, well, Fundi did this and did that. No, she did. Because I can play the whole fucking video when the dude first came to my channel and I played the video. And that ain't for clout. That's just keeping it real. That's why I shout people out. People that got, channels I think that's, amazing, or, channels that I see that's possible, for actually being something. I tell people, go over there and check this person out. This may be something that you into or whatever. I don't go to other people chats and shit hating on motherfuckers. So you can tell the people with the ulterior motives that's on here. And whether motherfuckers say it or not, they really be out this motherfucker fiending like Jodeci for the views. I see it now. It's niggas with the crack pipes walking around at this bitch, wanting to like at this bitch. Niggas got the crack pipe, wanting to put the like in the motherfucking crack pipe. Niggas wanting to put it on the goddamn stem and smoke fire at that motherfucker. I see it, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So when I come to address this shit, and then when I be looking for the people that got some shit to talk about, why the fuck they don't never come around, but they'll sit there all motherfucking day and do this dumb shit right here. Yeah, and then because I just don't think this, and I just don't. Man, look at here, man. That man was over there in the comments. I sit there and watch for like 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna say this right here. Now I don't give a damn what nobody say. The dude ZX1400 did not go over there and disrespect nobody. He didn't disrespect nobody. He told the dude in the comments, he said, yo, you want to talk about this? He said, you want to come on at 3 p.m.? He said, you good with that? You want to come through? Dude gonna say, oh, I'm a boss. I don't have to go over there. I'm a boss. Why not? I guess he feel like his platform is so large, right? Yeah, his platform is so large because he got some earbuds and he walk around talking to Nature Boy. He do uploads when he walking to work and shit in the morning and shit. He get off the train or the bus or whatever, or cab or Uber or whatever the fuck it is. But that's how he do his uploads, which there's no problem with that. My only issue is, dude, when you on your live stream and when you talking to me and I'm not able to effectively communicate back, what the fuck do you think you gaining out of that? Like, what is that? What we just gonna be? So I'm supposed to be fighting you in the comments, trying to type fast while you saying all this fly shit. But everybody that's within your chat, those are people that support you, which I understand. Bring your ass over here. I'll set that shit up for you and ZX to talk. And to be honest with you, I think that brother air your ass out, to tell you the truth. I'm keeping it a buck. And the reason why that I think that, because I can tell when people that had these motherfucking batteries put in their back. I see it. I see it. Just like by the way that people move, man. You can tell that people don't just automatically wake up in the morning and just start hating a motherfucker or whatever. You can tell when somebody done said some shit and done affected a person, and then they want to get up on here and then start talking shit. Nigga, I talk shit whenever. It ain't fuck the internet, nigga. If this was real life, if I feel some kind of way, and I disagree or I dislike what was going on, I'm gonna tell you how the fuck I feel. I don't do no fake ass motherfucking speak in front of your face, but then when you leave, I'm talking shit. No, I'm talking shit in your face. So that's the thing right there. So with talking shit in your face, you know, with a dialogue, I'm trying to figure out how was I able respectfully to be able to cordially motherfucking dialogue with your ass when I'm commenting in your chat and you running that weak ass shit. That's all you was doing was running that weak shit. Oh, if it's this and if it ain't this and if it ain't. Listen here, man. I wouldn't give a damn who sold what or where they bought it from at what price online. Get your money. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I do your thing. If you on your channel, you know what I'm saying, with the biker tights on, playing EU, doing the butt on the handstand, you know, making that thing clap or whatever, do your thing. I'm just not into that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I won't be tuning in. I'll come over there and hit like. I'll put it in the comments and let you know that I hit like. Hell, I might come through about 12 motherfucking channels and hit like on your page. Just if you ain't got enough motherfucking likes, you know, just so you can, you know, more or less know that what you did a good job. You did an effective job. And whether you know it or not, right? Some of the most effective people that are on social media, what you're seeing right now through these trying times is a systematic approach that's being used in order to get all of us to fall out with each other. You see, I don't get caught up in that shit because I don't have to come on this motherfucker and talk about nobody. I can sit on here and just talk about the news. I can sit on here and play music. I can sit on this motherfucker, trip out, roast Nature Boy or whatever, you see. But I'm not going to go deeper within the gray areas where I start affecting and impacting people's life to the point that it makes them uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like every time when you see the dude, and this is my word, yo, I'm just keeping it a buck right now. When you see the brother ZX, I don't give a damn if you don't like him or not. When you see Fundi Feet, I don't give a damn if you don't like her or not. You know what I'm saying? If you in a chat with somebody and you see either one of them channel holders, if you don't like them, just don't say shit to them. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it go. I done been in many chats. She done been there. ZX done been there. You know, stuff like that or whatever. It's no thing. It ain't no big deal. This is just social media. And what I think is a lot of y'all are going a hell of a lot further with taking too many fucking steps. You know, y'all are taking a few too many steps right now with the shit that y'all doing, basically with continuing to keep shit ignited. You feel what I'm saying? All this ignition, R. Kelly ass shit. You know, if a person done fell out with somebody, right, and they did whatever that they did, whether it was a physical contact, you know, or not, or busting shots or whatever the fuck it was that they was doing, don't come around that person and talk to that person about that event that's going to lead them to get upset or to, you know, pretty much persuade or influence them, you know, possibly to do something or what. Don't do no fuck shit like that. You know, use your little channel and talk about what you talk about on your little channel. That just whatever you want to talk about, you know, because you don't get no views unless you're talking about Nature Boy. And I understand that 100%. I'm not going to sit here and say I get 20,000 views when I'm posting videos about information. But what I will say is, aside from just talking about carbonation and stuff like that or whatever, I do present other things. Now, people that are presenting other things, I will ask that people go and support them. If you like these individuals, go over there and support them. Go keep it real. Just rock with them. Do your thing. Make sure that you support them to the utmost, but don't allow for somebody else to influence you to the point where you start negatively viewing the person. Ain't nobody in these comments or no motherfucking where else gonna get me to the point where I'll be like, oh, I don't like Charlie Rose. Oh, I don't like Glamour. I don't like Glamour because Glamour was over there in Lil Buddy Cuz chat. So she was in Lil Buddy Cuz chat, so I don't like her no more. No, what I will say is, if you entertain the fuck shit when people talking fuck shit about me, stay your ass over there, okay? See what I'm saying? We don't have a beef or issue or nothing like that. I just think it'd be better, you know, if you just chill over there. You see what I'm saying? Because you seem to be in agreement with that. Because I know it's not, you know, that motherfucking boring in life that y'all sit around and like people that you dislike. So if you dislike me and you watching me right now, you need to check yourself. You understand? Because even my motherfucking haters like me. Even my haters fuck with me. Even my haters watch my video. That's facts. I get that. You see? So when my haters, you know, are holding live streams, you know, and it's beyond bias, and I hear people constantly, you know, saying little certain, you know, making little comments, little stuff like that or whatever, I don't get affected. I don't feel some kind of way. I just want to know, you know, as a man, you know, this guy that claims that he's a man, the headset, the earbud dude, you know the dude, that guy, yeah, okay, then whatever. I think this and this. That guy, this is my thing right here, guy. You know, if you feel some kind of way, you or anybody you follow, you ain't got to make no dumbass video, bro. Look, bro, you ain't got to make no video. Just come through. That's all you got to do. And if you want to discuss whatever it is, whatever the beef is, however that you dislike me, since you know so much about me, that's what killed me with y'all niggas, man. Y'all be quick with the, oh yeah, because I know this and I know that and all this and this. This man gonna sit up there on his live and say that I told Nature Boy that being that he apologized to me, I'm not gonna make any videos about him. How you lost your fucking mind? What I told that clown nigga, and I'll play this shit. What I told his motherfucking ass was, I kind of felt like, you know what I'm saying, that you need to get, you know what I'm saying, your wife, you know, to amend with her father. That's what the fuck I said. Now, go back and replay that with your McDud ass head. Watch, listen to it good, okay? Listen to the entirety of the video, okay? Like the first 7 minutes of the video when he came on and then apologized. Now, furthermore, if somebody in your personal life was to issue or warrant an apology to you, what business is that? What business is that to me? If a motherfucker apologized to you, Tina, what business is that of mine? Classic. If a nigga apologized to you at work, y'all fell out, what business do that got to do with me? You see what I'm saying, man? That's why I say a lot of y'all dig so deep with social media, you see? And what y'all are doing is y'all are forever creating problems. You see what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all gotta like every motherfucking body. You ain't even got a motherfucking like me. Just get the message, my G. You feel what I'm saying? Right. So that's the deal. You know, you ain't gotta like every motherfucking body. You see what I'm saying? But if you watch their videos, undoubtedly it's something about them that interests you. So continue to be interested with those people. You see what I'm saying? But don't get to the point, man, that you just start disliking people based off of what that one channel holder said about a person. Like, that's beyond shady. I don't be on my channel telling y'all to not go follow ZX1400. I don't tell y'all not to go follow Fooney. I don't tell y'all not to go follow Latanya Jones. I don't tell y'all don't go follow Vic. I don't never say no shit. That is the shadiest, funny stylist. That's some weak boy, funny ass, dick in the booty, beyond moist, extra sensitive ass, two-ply ass weak shit. That's what it is. That's what it is, y'all. Like, I don't understand it. And I don't understand when there ever was a time when grown men supposedly, allegedly had a fucking issue when they were not able to be in position to be able to talk about it. And we can't fight, nigga. So what the fuck? Fuck, I'm gonna fight you in the comments for, nigga? The fuck is that? Oh, I want to fight you in the comments, so I'm gonna be on this motherfucker. What the fuck, bro? Come on, man. The fuck? I can't fight you. I can't get at you. If I did want to do something physically, and when I say you, I'm not specifying anybody. I'm speaking in general in a roundabout way, addressing a certain individual on certain points with what was stated, and I'm inquiring on why it continues to seem so difficult for people who have somewhat issues with me and my channel. Why is it so difficult for them to bring their raggedy ass over here? Just come through. That's all you got to do. I set it up, drop the link. Just like that. See, you thought you was doing something over that motherfucker with them little 100 and something people that you had, right? That's why I told you. I said, okay, I'm going to go live in 5 minutes, and I'm going to address this too. So whatever the hell that you talking about, this is going to be the response to what you're talking about. We're going to make the event about you then. Since you done made the event about ZX and Phone, leave them people in they beef alone. Leave that alone, dude. Stop trying to get in the middle with shit. Y'all need to stop trying to team up and start running like in the little buddy system and shit. Oh, yeah. Because we all support this person. So we all hanging over here. Yeah. If one of them come over here, yeah, we're going to time them out. Hide them from the channel. Then we're going to talk shit. Man, y'all niggas weak, bro. The fuck did that supposed to solve right there? Oh, you time a person out. You don't even want to talk no more. You don't want to talk no more. It's over there. You know, then you get to be able to say whatever the fuck that you want to say on your channel. See, that's why I got my own channel. You see? So that little flash shit you were saying about, because is that really him? And so now you play music. Listen, nigga, you don't know every aspect of my life. You see? I only tell y'all, and y'all have only found out what y'all have only been led or thought to believe. That's it. And you in the bushes right now. You as well as the progeny of people that was just in that chat you listening on. And what happens right now that you over here at the Make It Make Sense Network, this is what I'm going to tell you. 23, 24, 25 minutes within my live stream compared to your week live stream, which you take is, I can't even listen to people that talk that slow. If you can't get to the point and you're not making it make sense, I don't even feel like it's suitable or worthy enough for me to be even wasting my fucking time. Why the fuck I'm gonna be over there even listening anyway? I came because somebody linked me. One of my mods linked me and said, hey, come over here. I said, all right, I'll do even better than that. I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna comment on one of the channels where I'm not blocked. That's what that was about. You feel what I'm saying? Now, as far as having a conversation with this guy, I don't never expect to have a conversation, you know, with the dude, man. Yeah, the mind over guy. Yeah, never, man. You know why? Because I can tell how cynical that he is. That he one of them type of people that listen to other people that's done boosted his head up and done told him, oh, you this, you that, and all this. So I don't listen to that stuff. The same way you see me right here on camera, I'm the same way in person, the exact same fucking way. I don't have to switch up and come on motherfucking YouTube live and act like I'm some totally different person or whatever. This ain't no major presentation. This ain't even a video. This a live stream. I push the button on the camera with the StreamYard, turn the camera on, just like how, you know, most people do. But I'm never just up here like this. And the reason why I'm never just up here like that, because I want you to focus on what the fuck I'm talking about. It ain't even about seeing me and all that shit. And all, it ain't got nothing to do with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like real talk. And shout out to the brother that's up in the building. Shout out to ZX, man. Yeah, man. Okay, no doubt. I see your comment right there. I see your comment. Yeah, I don't have you blocked over here. Yeah, man. But I think that's some funny shit, man. I mean, you're going to sit up here and you're going to give your analysis on the situation. You're going to say, oh, okay, well, ZX this, Fundi that. But you're not letting the man speak. You sitting up here like basically trying to get the people, them little bit of ass people any fucking way, but you trying to get them little bit of people to listen to what you talking about, dude. Like that don't make no fucking sense right there, like at all. Like not only is that bias, right, but that's contradictory. You know, when you look at channel holders on social media, melanated, black folks, niggas, when you look at black folks and you look at throughout our sector, how we always fall out with each other, how it's always some beef, how motherfuckers is always going to war and shit. See, in European communities, even gaming communities, you don't see motherfuckers on watching Fortnite live and shit on that motherfucker in the comments banging and shit. Niggas talking about coming and shooting your house up, throwing a rock in your window and all that. Y'all niggas is whack, bro. Like, what the fuck is all of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I felt that kind of way about anybody on here, I'll tell them, like, look, motherfucker, I don't like you. We can both cuss each other out, and at the end of the day, we can go back to doing what we doing, because that ain't gonna stop shit that got going on in my motherfucking life. I'm not gonna be on this motherfucker every day thinking that, oh, I gotta make a video because you made a video, and then my video gotta be better than your video, and in my video, I gotta make more points. And man, fuck that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And you would think by people being at the age of on what that they are effectively that they'll be able to communicate. That don't make no fucking sense. If you got a channel, you know how to use StreamYards or whatever, you know, software or application that you're using. Just, open up the portal and allow for people to talk. You know, it might even be an issue or a situation that you got with that person that you might even had a misunderstanding. You might got it fucked up. And within yourself, you got to be man or woman enough to be able to accept and admit and say, yo, I was wrong about that shit. I was fucked up with that. You know, it be like that. You think I'm mad at that brother because he was on here? Man, I joked about that shit, bro. I joked about that shit. I know how it is when a motherfucker get mad. You know what I'm saying? That's like if me and Classic fell out and he said some fuck shit. Okay, all right. Let me let Classic cool the fuck down, man. Let me let him cool down, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at you in a couple weeks or what. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that serious. I don't be at the point where I want to kill a motherfucker and all that. Like, come on, man. Like niggas is crazy out here. So when y'all seen that video and when ZX was on there, and when he pulled out the gun or whatever, don't look at here, man. Look at here. When a motherfucker feels some kind of way, especially when you threatening a male, if he's a man, he got any sense. He got some nuts. He got balls. He got a chest. He got a heartbeat within himself. He got an infinite, you know, internal energy that's within him. Oh, yeah, he going to respond the exact same damn way. That's why I didn't say no fuck shit about that. You ain't talking about I'm going to pick up the phone and I'm going to call. I'm going to find out where he work at. I'm gonna get him for I'm about to get in touch with the people in Philly. I'm about to get his tag. No, man, fuck that dumb man. Look, bro, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I just hate that, you know, this is the deal. This is what I hate the most. Like, it's a lady that be in my chat. She be in different people's chats. I fucks with her. I don't know her personally. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Lori Lai Manning. She's a European. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's crazy because I don't even know her, but I think she a cool person because I see her in everybody's chat. She ain't never saying no shit to the effect like, you know, about this person or about that person, but she's everywhere. You see what I'm saying? So she's taking it in. So this is my point right here to each and every one of my people that's out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, we got ourselves looking fucked up. So when people are in our chat, like right now, it's 193 people. I probably can see about 100. I have to look and see, but it's probably about 125 I can't see. The others I can't fucking see. But the thing about that shit right there is, just know this right here, y'all. And I want you to think about this. When you go live, when you post a video, when you're on social media, the people that you are attempting to connect with, just know that those are not the only people that's watching the shit. We got a whole lot of white folks that's looking at us and saying, oh, these niggas stupid. They just like the niggas in the street. The same way them niggas kill each other. These dumbass niggas be killing themselves on motherfucking YouTube. These some dumbass niggas, like all of them. This is a way not to act. This is a tutorial on how not to act. You see what I'm saying? You see what they do? You see they go back and forth all fucking day. Okay, tomorrow, who gonna fall out tomorrow? Who wanna fall out with me tomorrow? Who wanna fall out with me tomorrow? See what I'm saying? What the fuck is all that? Get on this motherfucker and talk about something. Help some motherfuckers out. Bring forth some information. Make a nigga laugh or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. What is all that? All that tough guy inflated shit. Then you got this nigga sitting back here and shit with the goddamn. Yeah, and I don't. You know what? I don't think you really know it. If she really did do this and really, man, come here, man, with that weak ass shit, bro. Come on over here with that weak shit, bro. Come on over here with that weak shit. You, that weak ass chat, that weak ass movement. Come over here with that shit and we'll air it out. I want to hear what you got to say because you seem to say so fucking much. The same dude with all these fake ass titles, the Nature Boy videos, and it's never a video. You will see a thumbnail of a video. You click on it and it's never a video because it's just him sitting up there the whole time like this right here, talking and shit. Yeah, and the Nature Boy did this and then Nature Boy did that. And yeah, and then I think tomorrow Nature Boy will probably do this. And hell, I even think that I'll be fascinated with scratching his neck. Shit like that. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's all. Like, come on, man, with that weak shit, bro. Like, you gotta stop with that right there. You gotta stop with that. Number one, because I won't be back over to your chat. I'm not gonna come over. I did halfway thought you was halfway kind of, you know, all right, because I listened to you speak. And now that I've really listened to you speak, you're not as intelligent as what you put on any fucking way, you know, with that weak vernacular that you got. You see, so if you are a lawyer or supposed to be a lawyer, you one of the weakest Ebonic spoken motherfucking lawyers. And I see you over here too, Prometheus. I'm gonna drop the link for you. I've been wanting to know who you are anyway. So I'm gonna drop the link right now. You ain't gotta come to my chat with that little hide and sliding around shit. I'm gonna drop the link right now. You can come on up here too, because you must got something to say because you was just over there. So you know I don't play them games right there. I got enough channels for all this shit right here. So you come on up to Prometheus, sir, or Miss, or whoever the hell you are, because you seem to have a lot to say. I see on your channels you selling Dipset t-shirts without Dipset on it and shit. So you click on the link and come on through and let's go ahead and get to that. Because look like you over here and you saying, oh, okay, well, let me slide over here now. You know, I done been over here chilling or whatever. Let me go ahead and slide over here. See what I'm saying? So go ahead and hit that link. Come on through and let's chop it up. I'll give you a second. I'm gonna give you a second on that one right there. Okay, hold on. Special word from my sponsors and all that shit. Okay, yeah, we'll wait on. Cause you be having a lot of shit to say. I be seeing you in different people chats and stuff, yo. Like for anybody, you too, lordship, anybody. I mean, that want to click the link and come up. I'm gonna drop it again. And the title of this shit is channel holders. And I'm calling a lot of y'all weak because y'all not man enough or woman enough to be able to discuss whatever disagreeable situations that y'all are going through, man. Like fucking adults instead of this dumbass shit, bro. Like straight the fuck up, man. ZX, what's going on?
What's up, Doc?
All right, what's the deal, man? I was in the comments looking at that whole damn thing, man.
I figured I should come over here. Now, me and you gonna talk. Let's talk like two brothers, all right? I never had a problem with you. I never had a problem with you. I never knew all of the drama as far as who like who. I didn't know you and Funky Food y'all didn't like each other. I didn't know that. When you came to my chat.
Yes, you did. And now you forgot though, but think about it.
I might have forgot.
You remember?
I'm old.
You remember?
I'm old. I forgot.
That's cool. You remember? Hey, listen, think about this. Do you remember on Instagram when I hit you up?
Right.
That was it then. Remember when I asked you, I said, what's up with this girl? What's up with this? I just want to know, just to keep everything in the clear. That's all that it was. Because I was like, I don't want no backlash for me playing your video and stuff like that. That's all that it was. You feel me?
I get it. But see, when I was trying to stay neutral, and I want you to check this out. I was really just trying to be neutral.
Okay. A
lot of people say what I was saying today was because Funky Fee is saying she blew my channel up, right? I didn't know you and her did whatever y'all history was. I didn't know what it was. And when you came to my channel that night when we were talking, she said she was the one that timed you out. And that pissed you off. You said, fine, I'll go back to my channel, right?
Right.
I'm like, what's going on in the world? I'm like, what happened? I'm like, damn, what was that about? But I didn't know that tension was there. Then I caught heat from that group for having you around. It was like, why you got him around? Why you? And I'm like, oh, y'all don't like each other? I had to figure it out. Nobody just came straight out and said, oh, she don't like him. He don't like her. I didn't know. Just like this. And I'm gonna give you another scenario, and I hope people will listen. Just like the Jazzy G and Ashe Divine and Suicide and them against this group, against that group. I don't know that these groups don't like each other. I didn't know what happened. All I know is I stopped in a channel, Ashe Divines. Then they tell us all kinds of rumors and lies on that woman. I don't know her. I know her from Sonetta. I know her from being on Sonetta. So I stopped in one day. She invited me on the panel. We talked. We ain't talk about nobody or nothing. We talked about some issues. And that was it, right? I came back again. I gave up a donation. Let me say this to everybody. I was not trying to buy people. I didn't know I was giving too much. People were telling me, why you giving up 50s and 20s? And you know what I'm saying? People was telling me, yo, you should be giving up $2. You should be giving up maybe $5, but you giving up doves, and you shouldn't be doing that, right? So then I slowed down. But I want to address this, go back to what we was talking about. Me and you talking like men. The only thing I ever had a problem with you was when you dropped the tape of me and Philly Bruja. That hurt because it gave the impression, which is true, it gave the impression that I said something about her more recently, when in actuality, the audio that you played was before I really linked in with her, and you were letting me know.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing about her. So I don't know about that audio, because I think that was from, when we was building. We was talking. You was sitting in your car.
When we first started, you were telling me about her doxing you and be careful of her. And I was on some, I don't know her, but I don't play them games.
That's what
I was like, I don't know her. I don't play them games with nobody, right? And then that made me and her fall out, because she was like, oh, you was talking trash about me. And I was like, yo, I didn't even know you then. I didn't know what was going on. I knew nothing about you and his history. I just was like vibing. Like if somebody came up and said, yo, James Brown is going, is this slick, dirty, underhanded person, I would be like, oh, for real? I hope that mug don't try that with me. You did. Right. But then I meet James Brown, and me and James Brown start getting along. Then that's what James Brown heard me say before I really got into him. They would be like, oh, that's how you feel? I was like, well, damn, it is. I try to judge everybody based on how you treat me and how I treat you.
Right.
And I'm gonna come up to this. So that was it between me. I just ain't like that audio the way it was put out, because it looked like I had said something about her while I was knowing her, opposed to before I started knowing her. So that's
right.
one.
Okay.
But that's cool.
Well, we're gonna clear it up now. Yeah, we clear that up now. Yeah, that was prior to that, you know. So if that came off like that, that was not, you know what I'm saying, the intention. It was just to say, hey, I was just showing you like, hey, this is what we spoke about. Now I'm gonna show you something else on the flip side. Now, when you came over to my channel and me and either Melvin or Soapbox, you know, we was kicking it or whatever, and you came up and you said, hey man, you know, come over to the channel, man, so we can talk about some other stuff aside from Nature Boy. And I said, okay, that's what's up. I said, well, when I come to your channel, I'm not going to comment because people in your camp dislike me. Now, do you see why I said that? That's why I said that.
That was me, you, and Vic. That was the day me and you and Vic was on.
That's right.
Right. And I said then, I was like, people was talking trash about Vic. I don't know Vic, so I never disliked Vic, but I like some of the things that Vic said to me about being a new channel holder. Like, dog, this is what's going to happen, and you know, you gotta and I appreciate that because I thought it was real talk. Now, I don't know who don't like Vic. I don't know who don't like Vic. So I can't get caught up in what team you on. I'm on my team. Yeah, and that's how I look at it. But I can't get caught up in who don't like who, and if you messing with them and you over there on their channel, as long as I'm not discussing you or agreeing with somebody being negative about you, everybody that I blocked was somebody that was in a chat talking trash about me. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, cool. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead on and block you. Like a Prometheus. I seen that person's name up there. I've never talked to them directly. I've never talked to them. Right. But they got comments. Comments. So let me help you out. I'm gonna turn you into a troll. I'm gonna help them out. I'm gonna turn them into a troll. Poof, go away. You think? Now what? Now let me address this for everybody. What you just said about showing heat. I never showed all of these lies. You showing heat to women. You pulled a gun on her and you did this, that. You show them both. All I'm saying is, because y'all talk about doxing and coming to people's houses. All I'm saying is, if you play yourself, this is how I'm going to greet you. That's all I'm saying. If you think it's sweet, it's not sweet at all. So don't play yourself. That's all I was saying. I didn't direct it at nobody in particular. I'm saying this is how we get down.
Yeah, you didn't say, well, World News, this is what I got for you, or Fundi, this is what I got for you. You didn't say that to anybody. And when you said it, I understood why you said it. That's why I just joked about it. That's what my over 85% of the channel, that's what it is. Because when people tune in, they might got some shit on their mind. You know what I'm saying? They like, where you gonna go live? And I'll be over here tripping. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could tell me, well, fuck you then, and I'll never fuck with you again. Okay, my nigga, they don't do that. And I'm going to joke about it, and I'm going to make a video and be like, man, that dumb ass, all that nigga, man, that nigga said it. And that'll be that. And at the end of the day, I'll be like, well, you know, I don't hate that, brother. And I'll still be over there watching your channel. I'll be watching your channel. When you got 20 people in the chat, I'll be watching the channel. That's what I do. Man. I watch everybody.
I don't hate nobody, man. You can't hate people on. How do you hate somebody on the internet when you can just hit the button and don't mess with them no more? I don't get that part. But
what we gonna do? We're gonna fight right here. You want to fight right here?
Right.
You want to fight right here?
Come on, world. Come on, world. Yeah, come on, world. Yeah. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It does. So. Let me address, if I could just clear these little lies up real quick. Thank you. So then they say, and I'm done with it on my channel. My people tired of it because they tired of it. But when you're right, some people keep pushing it, right? And when you I invited the guy over there, hey, just email me, dog, so you could get the facts. And I'll tell you what I said, how I meant it, because you going by hearsay, you ain't even watching the video for yourself. You basing everything off of what you heard somebody say in your comments. That's nothing more than gossip. Now, my problem last time, let me address this. They were saying, oh, he always in the bed trying to be enticing people. And I laughed. I laughed. You know why I laughed? Because ain't nobody trying. Look, boo-boos, all the ladies out there, I'm not trying to look sexy. I'm in my bed. I'm watching TV. Now, when I'm downstairs, yeah, I'm in the kitchen. I sit in the kitchen. They was like, oh, he had his shirt off. I'm like, wow, for real, anything that they can pick at, that's what they want to do. And to me, go get a life. Ain't nobody on here trying to pick up women. They said I'm a narcissist. I hate women. I'm just like Nature Boy. They make me laugh. Right. You know, all of that's funny. But let me say this too, for everybody, so we're clear. Whether obviously Funky Fee, if Funky Fee, if I'm on here saying to you every day, my people, I love you. I want you to be strong. And I want y'all to grow as a people. And I love you. But yet and still, I sell you something for 20 times what something is worth. I understand being a business person. Being a business person, yes, you're going to mark something up a little bit. You have to make a bit of a profit. But if you take something that costs $10, but you sell it for $70, to me, that's not loving your people. That's all I was saying. That's gouging the people that you so-called love and respect. That's all I was saying in so many words. Now, you can go, and I'm saying this, if you want to go over there and buy it.
You can buy it. But see, but this is the thing, though. But the way that you said it, being that you and her had dealt with each other for quite some time, I would have thought by her being an adult that she would have looked at that as being admonishment and been like, well, you know what? Yeah, I might, you know what I'm saying? I might have did goddamn went a little too hard, you know, with that or whatever. Let me clear that up. Let me clear it up.
She did cut her prices. She cut them $10. She took things. If you go to her page, she took some stuff from $63 to $53. But the item still costs $10, $15. She's still making $40 off of you. And that's a hustle. See, my thing is, I'm cool with that. If that's what she want to do, and that's what she got to do to survive, then okay, you Funky Fee. You Funky Fee. And I'm cool with that. You's a hustle. That's what's up. But don't say you're all about the people. If you take 30 seeds that she grows in her little trash box on the side of the house that she call a garden, if she takes 30 seeds and she sells them to the community for $5 for 30 seeds, when you can go online and buy 120 seeds for $2.50, I got a problem with that. With you saying you love people, that you want the best for them. I got a problem with that. If somebody else want to still buy them seeds, fine. I'm saying to her, I don't like what you say you stand for. That's all. I didn't start it. People say he always fighting with women. Name one other woman I'm fighting. For those people that's like, he always fighting with women. He just disrespect women. Name some other woman. You got the wrong dude. Name some other woman I've been arguing with. I haven't been arguing with. And then for her, and I want everybody, I'm going to say this to you to your face, world. She did not blow my channel up. She did not blow my channel up.
I know.
And she's always saying she did me a favor. I did you the favor coming to your channel. What about World News? What about O'Neal? What about SL Davis? What about Angel? What about all these other channel holders that supported me? To me, that's ego. That's ego that says, I did it for you. No, you got to give credit where credit is due.
But what does it tell you?
And if I'm going to give credit, I got to say World News was a part of that too. O'Neal was a part of that. Angel was a part of that. SL Davis was a part of that. So for you to sit by and say, I'm the reason because I came on your panel, hold on, stop. I only invited her to my channel one time. Every other time that she came to my channel, and as they say, the receipts, I got the emails. Can I come on? Can I get on your panel? Those are the emails that she sent me. Can I get on? I didn't say, come on over. Where are you? Why aren't you here today? She said, "Can I come?" And the only reason I let her come was because me and Philly Bruja were cool. She Philly, I'm Philly, and because me and Philly was cool, and that's your girl, I didn't want to be disrespectful. I didn't want to brush her off, but okay, fine. I put her on and I smile. I'm this type of dude. I told you, when I don't, I smile, but that don't mean I'm digging you. I could just smile and be like, this fraud ass motherfucker ain't shit.
Right.
And smile. You dig?
But that's street.
But for all of the people out there that say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. All she wanted to do was become a victim. Now, one time did she acknowledge that she buys that stuff from Amazon and not just overcharges $5, not overcharge $10, but overcharge $40, $50 on stuff that she buy from Amazon. That's getting over on people that you say you care about. That's like selling somebody a nickel bag of weed for $50. Come on, man. Where the hookup at? You can't do that. That ain't cool.
See, this is how you can tell that within this little small sector that people are one-dimensionalism. Because
we can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
No.
I don't know what happened. Let me see.
You want me to pop out and come back in?
Yeah. Okay, what about now? What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can't. Hold on, let me check my value.
Okay.
Let me check my value.
You can't hear me?
It's you, Doc. I can't. Ask the chat. Can they hear you?
Can y'all hear me?
Ask the chat. Can they hear you? I can't see the chat.
Okay,
so they can hear you?
Yeah.
Let me pop out and come back in.
Okay.
I'll pop out and come back in.
Okay.
Right?
Facts. Okay. We're going to get our audio problem, you know what I'm saying, fixed. And like I say, this is just one of the instrumental ways that we can be able to, fix or resolve, a few of these problems that's going on, or at least be able to get a better understanding without allowing for other people to persuade us, you know what I'm saying, to think or feel a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was me. It was my side. Yeah. So let me say this to everybody out there. I don't dislike World. I think I said that too. I said World serve his purpose. World got a purpose. We're not going to always have the same connection with the same group of people. World does do a variety of things. Where I thought you might have been one-dimensional at one point, you do a variety of things on your show. And you're right. I even heard you say, and this is when I was like, oh, my man. You said, when I don't do Nature Boy, y'all don't come up in the chat.
What the hell? Because they just, and look, I get it. It's not about my level of intelligence or me lacking stuff to talk about, because I could just bring forth a lot of shit. But the thing about it is, not everybody is that into what I'm talking about other than that. You see what I'm saying? Right. So to the people that tune in, I have people that support me solely for that. Whereas I got people that just come to my channel to listen to music. You see what I'm saying? Right. So they be like, well, can you go in this Friday? I got you. I'm going to go in about 5 hours straight, and you can chill and clean the house and ride around and whatever you want to do, and you good. You see? But the thing about it is, by having things to present, we got to get more, you know what I'm saying, into supporting each other. You see what I'm saying? Even if you dislike what a person is doing, that shit ain't gonna hurt you to come and hit like. I mean, you in the bushes listening any motherfucking way. You can say, oh, I don't like that motherfucker ZX. But you over there listening, you got motherfucking 300 people in the fucking chat. So what the fuck? You can't dislike him that damn much if you over there and you listening to him. Think about it, people. Just think about how crazy this shit look right now. That's like the sister right there. Danny girl, been following me on Instagram for a minute. She just was over there in dude's chat. You think I'm gonna tell her, get your ass up out of here? No, she was listening. Now, if that dude would have been over there straight up talking shit about me, and she would have been over there sprinkling salt on it, soon as she came in here, she would have been assaulted. I wouldn't even look, soapbox, I wouldn't even have to say nothing. He would have hit her. Boom, she would have been gone. You see, and like you say, she would have been turned into a troll. You see,
Right.
so we got to try to better understand each other, man. You know, whether we got to have these dialogues, and sometimes we got to fall out in order to get an understanding, just to be able to talk. And as melanated beings, that's all we expect. That's all we respect. It's aggression anyway. I don't expect you to be soft. I don't expect for you not to turn up when somebody say something to you or whatever. If you did that, I'd be like, he weaker than a motherfucker. So that's why people gonna say, oh, you always falling out with women. Okay, so then if you always falling out with men, what, you gay too then? Oh, you gay like me. Oh, they don't say I'm gay.
Right.
They don't say I'm homeless. They say I sleep in the garage. They are under the bridge, nigga. All of that. And I just be like, okay. They go another video. So when you talking this shit about me, when people come to my channel, they gonna come over here and get this work, and they gonna be like, damn, I should have been following him from the beginning. Damn, I learned something today.
Yeah, let me give everybody a good piece of advice. Stop gossiping. If you want to know something, reach out to that person yourself and say, what happened? You tell me. Don't listen to people in the background that don't really know something. All they doing is passing gossip. When people pass gossip, it's not good. Like I said, what's the other? It's another young lady I just started watching yesterday, Claudiva or something like that. I didn't know. I don't know who like her. I looked at her video. I was like, oh, okay. She was talking about something. I ain't know who she was talking about. Right. But I just was looking and I was like, oh, she's a cute little chocolate girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it 100. I was like, oh, look at her. She's cute. That's it. But who she talking about? Who she down with? Who down against her? I don't get into that. If I go to her page, I might listen, but I'm not gonna comment on somebody. Let's say she dislikes somebody that come to my room. I would never go against that. I'm gonna just listen. I'm not gonna take a side because I don't know y'all history. I don't know what was said. I don't know what was done. I say Divine, beautiful girl. I've seen her way before I came on the YouTube. Who don't like her? Why they don't like each other? I don't know. Then these people got real stupid and they was like, well, he don't like witches. What?
Okay, let me tell you something right quick. Okay, now, by what you was just saying, now the chat that you was just in, everybody, and I repeat, everybody dislike Ashe over there.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
That's why you figured it out. When you was typing and you figured it out, you was like, well, damn, how y'all over here just for this then, right? Because at first he made it seem like that he was going to be just, you know what I'm saying, with what he was talking about. And then you came in the chat and he acknowledged you, and then everything just changed. And I just was like, well, damn, what is this? So you had to do that for views so you can ride the ZX wave. Oh, let me get that ZX now. Let me talk about him now. Like he been talking about Nature Boy forever. And ain't made one video.
Right.
Not one video.
I that was like my third time even stopping through there. And that was only because, like I know, people will send you a link and they'll be like, yo, they over there talking about you. And I'm a man too. Yeah, so I stop through and I come through respectfully and I'll say, hey, you want to ask me something? And because I hear you lying. I hear you talking about things you have no facts behind because you didn't watch not one total video to see where my positions were. Just like one thing that hurt me was that people were saying, I said that women should die when they get an abortion, right? Never said that. I said if a woman tries to kill her baby by jumping off a flight of stairs onto her stomach to kill the baby, I hope she died too.
And I took that the same way in the same sense with the girl Sunny being in carbonation and him trying to get her to jump off of that cliff into that water. That was within the same, but people missed that. That's why when I heard it, I said, okay. That's
how people, right. How would people feel if that girl jumped off that waterfall and killed her baby?
That's right.
Everybody would have saying that was, oh my God, why would she be so stupid to do that? Right?
Right.
But maybe that's what they was trying to do, was get her to lose it because they got too many kids over there to feed. I would never condone nothing like that. Nothing. But my thing is this, listen, anytime it's only one person, and I just said this earlier, and I say it again because I know people watching. It's only one person I'm gonna miss. One person, and I know y'all don't get along. I'm gonna miss Philly because she helped me with my programming. She helped me. She gave me some information, connected me with some people, and I'm gonna miss that. But if she can't separate the two, then fine. That's fine. If you riding with your girl like that, then you ain't the people I want to associate with either. And I'm cool with that. But okay, I feel like this. Like I said in my video, Funky Fee is a baby polite. She's gonna keep growing until the point where she really robs somebody. Now, maybe what she's doing as far as her material is not illegal. I'm saying it's immoral for you to walk around and preach love and happiness and unity and then pick people's pockets by selling them overpriced stuff. That's the point people miss. Right. Well, you was talking about her. Well, when she talked about Velvet baby dying, where was all the women at? Where were all the women when she was saying Velvet's baby was gonna die of starvation, malnutrition? Where was they at then when she was talking like that? Why isn't she a hypocrite when Velvet makes her products? Velvet makes earrings, she makes necklaces, waist beads, paintings, and she sells them. I'll support that because she's doing the work with her hand. And when somebody makes something, their creation, you can't tell them how to price it. It's whatever they want to charge. You don't know how many hours it took them to make that.
That's right.
But I'm not going to go, why be a hypocrite about what Velvet is doing when you look at what you're doing? That's called being a hypocrite. And so I was like this. And people say, well, why you ain't say something before? Because I was cool with Philly. And I didn't want to be, like just break out one day and say, yo, why you messing with her? I already knew that they was tight. So it wasn't nothing I could do to come in between that. And then when y'all seen, and I really want y'all to, and if somebody say I'm lying, the retreat thing about coming to the retreat, she was butthurt. She was butthurt. You know what? Matter of fact, world, I'm going to give you the receipts. I'm going to send you her emails where she was saying, please just come. I just want to look at you. You understand? I just want, even if you don't stay that long, I just want you to come. I didn't come. I didn't. Send me an email and I'll forward you her emails. So if it ever come up again, you could show the receipts. I won't get into it, but I'm telling you, she was butthurt that I did not come to that retreat. That's after that retreat thing. That's when everything went downhill. Because, and my right-handed guy, world, send me an email, ZX1400Life, and I'm going to send you, I'm going to forward you her emails where she was basically saying, come on. She sent me 2 invitations and they're attached. And she was like, just come. Even if you don't stay, I just want to look at you. Tell me what to do. But I'm not infatuated with you. I'm not infatuated with you. I got a husband. Why you ain't beg your husband to come with you? Why you ain't do that? But I ain't even gonna go into Funky Fee. Well, I was never a fan because I don't think anybody emotionally can cry like that every day. That's just me. That's a hook. That's a hook. And to me, that makes, I think with the bald head boy, what's his name over there again? I can't even remember his name. Over there today. Him?
Yeah.
Can't even remember him, that dude. So
that's what I'm saying. I never,
Right. So what that dude was doing was he was feeding off of his chat. That ain't how you have a conversation. If I'm gonna talk to my chat, I'm gonna have some information. No. What y'all never seen me do, and World, tell me, if you've been watching, World, have I ever talked about other channel holders? I cut it. I mean, like made a whole show out of talking trash. I stay away from people like that because I know sooner or later they'll turn on me, and I stay away from it. So when I go to all of these girls that's fighting, I felt bad for a couple of people, and I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you. This is just me. You ain't gotta agree. I felt bad for the sister in Philly that they threw they threw a rock in her window and
Yeah, me too.
called the
Me
cops
too.
and took her
Me too.
gun. I felt
some
bad
deep
about
shit.
that. Yeah, I
Right.
wanted to reach out. I wanted to reach out and show some love. You did, you know,
Right.
like a little bit of love. I was on some damn, what could I do to help her? I would have fixed the window or something. But because of the tension in the air, I ain't even reach out. And that's bad
Right.
when somebody want to help you, but they can't because of the things that's going on around you.
Right.
LaTanya Jones. Let's talk about LaTanya Jones. I'm not a fan of LaTanya. LaTanya is goofy. I sent LaTanya an email. I said, I'm going to unblock you, LaTanya. Come on over and hang out with us, right? Basically, I'm saying, come hang out with us because you're getting in too much trouble out here talking about things. You know, you just getting yourself in deeper and deeper trouble. And, you know, let's get away from the negativity.
Yeah,
let's talk about some other things, right? Everybody want to joke LaTanya Jones. They joking her. And I'll say this again and again. You're supposed to have pity for babies and fools. And I don't like to see nobody picked on. And if y'all say LaTanya crazy, then you wrong. I think if you recognize she got issues, then you should love her more. That's just me.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody
right.
ain't got to agree with that. That's just me. But it don't mean I'm criticizing anybody that picks on her or talks about her. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that's how I feel. That's all. So if y'all want to talk about it, then that's fine. That's cool. But I did make an invitation to her, like, LaTanya, come on over and hang out with us. Maybe you could talk about some other stuff. Maybe you could talk about, you know, something else, just something else. Chill. Come over here, hang out with some grown folks, and maybe you can, you know, take the heat off or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did with her. So I don't dislike nobody. I just want to say that. But the people I did block, it's because of the slick stuff you was talking.
That's right. The slick comments, right?
Yeah. If me and World get into it, or me and Funky Fee get into it, or me and anybody get into it, how about that just be between us?
Right.
Why you gotta add your 2 cents? If you gotta add your 2 cents, guess what? Block them, block them, block them. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be like, oh, all right, you ain't welcome around here because you already showed your hand. You showed me what type of person you are. So I don't want to be bothered with you. Even your boy, and I'll say this, your boy, I don't know the dude name, the one with the perm picture, the perm, one of your dudes.
So
okay, he was on my channel that day. I didn't have no problem bringing him on. I seen him on your channel. So when he said he wanted to come on the panel, I was like, okay, cool. You can come on the panel. Right. That's what's up. And I let him ask his questions. I didn't cut him off, block him, none of that. It was only when he returned back to your channel and I seen the trash he was talking, I was like, look at this dude. Look at this dude. Like, come on, man.
He might. Now, see, even with that right there, we can even, you know what I'm saying, get to that. Because like I say, with him being in the chat, he already know if I need to drop that link, he'll come up here, you know, and it won't be none of all of that, you know, Mike Tyson in the comments and, you know, boxing and all that shit on the panel. But, you know, it may be some shit more or less where he say, I support World, and I heard him say something about World, you know, and that's probably what it was.
Right. And see, I'm cool with that because I believe it or not, World. And let me say this too. Let me address this just to clear up little things that they were saying about me. They say I'm arrogant. They say I'm always talking about money. When you call me a pocket watcher, then I got to let you know, baby, it's not about the money. You dig? When you say I'm more concerned with how many views somebody else gets, and that's all, I'm jealous about money. Is it arrogant for me to say, I'm cool? I don't need your money. I'm cool with that. You dig what I'm saying? And then they say, look at him bragging. He always talk about money. No, I'm just telling those people out there that call me a pocket watcher. I didn't need money before I came on YouTube. Is that bragging or does that hurt your feelings? I don't know. But it's just the truth. Since you want to call me a pocket watcher, I don't care about who got money in their pockets. It ain't doing nothing for me.
If I felt some kind of way, I'd be on here and I'd be saying, I don't like that bald head motherfucker because he got a nice ass kitchen. I don't like that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You know,
right.
But that's how it go though. That's how it go. You know, I've been on here for 3 years, bro. I think I had more videos made about me than anybody else on this motherfucker. And one thing about it, that didn't like stop or hinder anything in the process of what I was doing. It just let me know that I was on the right track. It let me know that what I was doing, it was impacting people, and whether they liked it or disliked it, they still was gonna tune the fuck in. So it's cool with me. I ain't tripping on it. I ain't tripping. Now, let me address one more thing. Now,
go ahead,
somebody in the comments, they put, okay, you was the one that offered Nature Boy some money for the land. They were saying, so then why did you gotta raise money to send people to like a school or something like that or whatever?
Can I address that?
Oh, facts.
Yes, sir. Two things. First of all, I wasn't going to give Nature Boy nothing. What I could have done was purchase some land, but he had to do certain things for it. And that's called put the work in. What I said was I wanted all of them to be on equal grounds, so he's not in charge. That's one. Two, you had to come up with some product, a way to make money so you can get offline and stop begging. They didn't want to do the work. There was no deal.
I remember that part.
Okay. Am I right? Am I lying? I'm telling the truth.
I remember that. He did say that because that's when he was just sitting there looking all quiet and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was just sitting there.
Because he was thinking about it. This dude trying to take my power away. That's what I was trying to do. And I was trying to make it. Back then, I think Velvet was there. And I'll say it again and again. That's really where I came from because of Mr. Marquez. Father to father, man to man. I'm like, damn, what can I do? You understand what I'm saying? Besides put some money on this boy here and get him knocked. You dig what I'm saying? I don't have a problem saying that because I ain't going to do that. But that's how I was feeling. Now, for those people out there that are so righteous and they say, well, why you don't take that money and go pay for them kids yourself? Would you go pay your neighbor's rent? Would you go pay my car note? It's easy to tell somebody else what to do, but you ain't willing to do it and can't do it. But it's easy to give people suggestions. But this is what I did say. What I said was, the cost is this amount of money. And if y'all want to help me, you can contribute. Maybe we can help more. Maybe we can help more people together. Right. But if you take the 50 and you talking about Nature Boy, I wasn't giving it to him. And if I bought some land, guess what? It's still my land. I ain't gave away nothing. It's still mine, right? But giving away 50 is something totally different. I hope you understand. So don't say to me, well, if you so Big Willie, why you ain't just, I never said I was Big Willie. That's how you see me. You know, did you see the person in the chat today that was talking about the Louis Vuitton jacket and the Cartier glasses? Did you hear them talking about that?
Yeah.
Did you hear them talking about that? Well, look at you with your Cartier glasses, then your Louis Vuitton. I'm like, oh, really? That's why I carry heat. Because y'all be out there, I ain't watching pockets. You looking at glasses. You looking at Burberry shirts. You looking at Burberry shirts and going, ooh, he think he the bomb. No, when I walk down the street, I know it's always a hater out there. You dig? You might want to run up and take my $2,500 glasses. I'm going to have to burn you. You dig? I put that on tape. Tell the cops, I'll show the judge. I don't care. If you try to hurt me, I'm going to protect myself. But more importantly, why you looking at me like that? Why you looking around? Ooh. And like I said, the John was saying to me, I just want you to know, I ain't bumming, I ain't begging. So they was like, oh, he think he all in that. And he got them Cartier glasses on. Look at him. He think, well, baby, why you looking at me like that? Why you looking at my Cartier glasses? See, you suspect. If you came to my crib, I had to watch you because you might be shoplifting. But what pair do you want? Do you like the light blue? Or do you like the you know, you understand? What do you want? That's how we do it. I do it like that, not to brag. I was doing it like that before I came on YouTube, boo. So you can't hate and say, oh, he think he the bomb. No, boo-boo, you think I'm the bomb. I don't think I do. But if I wanted to brag, like really, really brag, I could brag. But you're the one that's caught up looking and going, ooh, look at him wearing them Cartiers. Yeah, if you got that bread, you could go get you a pair too. Let me just ask you a question. How much money do I have in my hand right now? How much money is that? You don't see money. I see money. How much money is that? How much is that? Does that mean I think I'm better? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you about 5 racks up. You know what I'm saying? You racked up. Street value, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Easy. But am I running around here bragging? I'm not bragging. You're the one that's commenting on it. I'm not commenting on it. I'm just doing me. And these right here, these are prescriptions, so I need them. You understand? I'm going blind. I ain't trying to shine. I'm getting old, but we like to be, a little jazzy with it as we get older. You dig? We got to show you how to do it, baby. You dig?
That's you, though. But the way that you are, a person can't like try to tell you like how to run your channel or how to be. I get all of that right there and more. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just that you got people out here now, that's trying to challenge people and say, well, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. So it is what it is, man. Gemini Visions is up here too, man. Shout out to Gemini, yo. What's going on?
What it do from the D? I'm just letting you know what's going on. I came through for just a minute. I ain't gonna preach to you long because I ain't a preacher. Now, I've been seeing this here incredible stuff, and it's been concerning me because I got high blood pressure and I can't go out like this. What I would like is for everybody to stay in their own lane because it's getting crazy. If y'all been noticing, YouTube is trying to shut a lot of people down for the craziness. So let's not be one of those individuals. Now, I've been in the chats. Yes, I've been one of the trolls, and I have not been liking what I'm hearing because there's a lot of doxing going on. I never was familiar with the term until I heard it. But if money or not, you don't have to show who you are by doing different things. You show who you are by your presentation. And being a content creator, holder, I work in my community. I mean, what little dimes I do have, I look like a millionaire standing next to Rashida Tlaib. Shout out to her. She's from Detroit, Michigan. Okay. I ain't saying that to name drop. I'm just saying. But at the same time, I can't network with the craziness. But I will say this. Be careful of what you out here doing. That's my little teddy bear. Let me let him talk to y'all real quick. Let him talk to you. Hold on. He always has something to say. Well, maybe he don't want to talk right now. He's still chilling. But anywho,
okay, he good.
I'll say this. I came in the World's Chat and I happened to see him in the recommended videos and everybody. I came across World First talking about Eligio, whatever his name is, Nasty Boy, Dump Juice, and World's analogy be really having me on the floor. I had to move furniture around, all that stuff. But like I say, I rock with Fundi Fee too. I haven't, I've made some donations. I rock with anybody. I don't have no problem with nobody. But when we start going like, now ZX, now brother, big brother. Now you did something I didn't appreciate. I didn't like it. When you threw them things up, I'ma just be honest. You threw them things up, you concerned me. Yeah. You put a whole lot. Was that a real gun or something from Kids R Us? Because they closed, right?
But let me ask you a question.
Okay, because you concerned me with that, but I'm just saying I ain't.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. What that got to do with anybody but me, though?
Well, because it scared me. It concerned me. I was concerned. I was
for
really
what?
Concerned.
What was you concerned
only
for?
Because you and World was you and World.
No. We was talking. See how you blended that? Me and World. We talking about you saying that you were concerned about some things that I put up. World get it. He understood. But we can't take certain things and say that was for me. I wasn't talking to nobody.
Oh well, I'll admit as a woman that I felt some type of way because I'm like, if y'all mad, take it behind the scenes. Don't bring it to social.
But I wasn't.
media.
But it wasn't about World. It wasn't about nobody. It was about being pissed off because people be running their mouth like things is sweet. It wasn't about nobody in particular.
Right. I peep game.
Well, but
game. Like I say, that's what
I feel. I just don't want, because people getting their channels took down. World was one of them. I say was another person, and I just don't want, they already messing with us in the Black YouTube spectrum anyway. I just feel like if we, like you say, and I applaud that, we should be networking with each other, whether the small channels or big channels, it don't really matter. But we don't have to use each other for content and go putting, we shouldn't have to do that because I'm a small channel myself. I'm not gonna report. Now I may not like some things a person has said, and the only reason why I got my screen the other way because I don't want nobody trying to get no pictures of me. I don't want it. I don't want you getting no pictures of me. I just don't, cause I may have an issue. I ain't saying I'm ugly. I'm just saying, and I'm not. Trust.
You
can't because I'm blowing right now. So I try to be respectful.
Right
to my guests.
I mean, nobody's hiding, but if a person
Gemini,
black screen,
Gemini,
yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you blocked from my channel?
Well, no, but there's been times I've wanted to ask questions, and I see how you roll over there, and I'm like, well, dang, if I ask a certain question and somebody you don't like, maybe you may feel some type of way about what I say in your comments, and I don't want to get blocked, but I say, hey, if I'm blocked in somebody's area, I've never had that opportunity to be blocked because, like I say, I come in with genuineness. I don't come in with that crazy stuff.
There's a reason why I asked, Gemini.
Okay.
The reason why I asked is because I've seen your name before.
Yeah.
You may be. Look, but you may
didn't see you be in the bushes too?
Yeah, I've been in the bushes, and and when I go in the bushes, that's when I hit my block button. I'll be like, ha ha, gotcha. I'm gonna block you. Ha ha, gotcha. Because I see people talking trash about me. But let me say this on World's channel, and I've said it on my channel. Anybody that I have blocked, and I've restored maybe about 10 people. All right. If you are blocked, all you have to do is send me an email and say, Brother P, Brother ZX, if you can remove the block, I'd appreciate it. Let me finish.
Okay.
Because it's not just about you. It's about anybody. I'm trying to this is how you make peace and reconciliation. If you send me an email, I'll remove it. When you come into our chat, my mods are just like World's mods. You come over here getting reckless, World's mods are going to do what they do. Okay? My mods, they definitely hit and they swinging wrenches. Well, in my chat, my queens, and now, because somebody was lying, talking about all he got is women. We got some brothers over there too. And they got wrenches too now. All right? I think we got 3 or 4 brothers now. But when we having a conversation, all we ask is that you be respectful. Now, on World News, you can say, fuck, shit, damn, motherfucker, and all of that, right? Well, and that's cool, because that's what he allows, so I can do that. But when I'm over, and when I'm in my chat, we don't curse. And we try to stay focused. So if you got a question, you can, as long as we on topic, ask your question. But if you come in there and we talking about driving cars, and you start talking about going fishing, they probably gonna block you because they're gonna be like, yo, what that got to do with what we talk? We talk about cars. Why are you talking about going fishing? They may block you. because you're changing the subject and you're changing the parameters of that discussion. So they will probably be like, get out of here. Come on, man. Get focused. This is what we're talking about. Or if World is talking about something and somebody pop up and ask a question about his family, he gonna be like, yo, where the hell that came from? Why are you coming at me like that? And so that's the way we do over there. But anybody that I did block, I'll unblock you. All I ask is like World does. Just show some love, show some respect, and we cool. If you got something to contribute in the conversation, you're more than welcome. And World, I got to get ready to get off here because I'm hungry. I ain't ate all day. And
Okay.
Gemini, ain't no harm, no foul. You dig? I mean, I don't hate nobody. But how do I feel about Funky Feet? The same way I feel about Dr. Umar, Polite, and anybody else that takes advantage of people that they say they love.
Oh, and let me interject. Let me interject. When you
ahead, bro.
saying that too, you made a video, right? It's on your channel, and I can't even add up the amount of views on that motherfucker. But I think it's about Dr. Umar. I got a Dr. Umar video as well. Okay, right. So when you are talking about people scamming, right? Now, we can't just get off the narrative and then say, hey, he's saying that this person is a scammer and they used to be cool. No, he been talking about people that were scamming. He been talking. That's what your channel got. That video got more views than all the videos on your channel put together.
Yeah, I got
you can put all your videos together.
Yeah, I got
what is that? 20,000?
About 20,000 views on that. That's when I first came on to YouTube, but I still wasn't hooked on, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a critic. I'm gonna be on YouTube all the time. I just felt like, not because Dr. Umar burnt me or anything like that. I gave money to the poor in school. And after a couple of years of him making excuses, I got frustrated as a contributor. And I was like, I hope nobody else is going to fall into this trap. So I made the videos. Okay, that was it. Not that I was mad. I didn't want nobody else to fall in the trap. So when I talk about Funky Fee, it's the same thing. Don't fall into the trap. As long as you go into it with your eyes open wide, I'm cool with you. If you want to do that, you want to go over there and give her money, I don't care. Watch pocket watching. Pocket watching? Really? No. But I want people to know that if she's selling something, understand the hustle. There's a hustle, and you don't hustle people you love. That's all I'm saying. You don't hustle people you love. If I got something for $10, I'm not gonna sell. I might sell it for $12, but I'm not gonna sell that same $10 product for $60 to you. That ain't love. I don't care what nobody say. That's what I'm talking about. You can't say you love people and take advantage of their love. That's all. That's all I was saying. I wasn't. Now, because she's disrespectful, I chewed her up. Yeah, I chewed her up. I wanted her to know you ain't what you think you are. Not just being disrespectful. I wanted her to go look in the mirror and see what I see, not what she thinks she is. That's all. Don't play yourself like you somebody when you're not. You're not really somebody. You somebody to them people, but you ain't nobody to me. That's all I'm saying. So don't think. People say, well, okay, you made your point, but why you go so hard? You didn't have to be that mean. Well, how mean do you be when somebody mean to you? Are there levels to meanness? Should I have just went kind of mean? No, you come for me, I'm gonna go all out.
As expected. But how I viewed it though, aside from any and all of that stuff, and I know you got to go, but aside from any and all of everything that took place, man, I looked at it like on a family level anyway, man. People get mad, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's how I was brought up. I got home. Yeah.
Well,
you say y'all were
yeah, me and her, we done.
Well, if I could just say this, I wouldn't put nobody, like I got an issue right now with someone, and it's not even in the YouTube streets. It's not even in the YouTube streets, and I hope don't nobody twist that, but you know they gonna do it. But anywho, there's an image of me out there that I'm not appreciative of, and I may have to take legal action. So see, I'm not gonna throw no pictures around. I'm not gonna do all of that because already, if I need to get legal representation, I will. I can do it. I'm close enough to the individuals to where, again, Rashida Tlaib, which is, trying to get Trump out of there. She from Detroit. I could talk to her. So I'm connected to individuals. I'm not gonna be holding no long videos talking about people. I'm not finna do all that. You know why? Because all I'm gonna do, and I said it before, all I'm gonna do is get the channel, find the IP address, and hey, the rest is easy. I ain't got to do all of that. And all you gonna do is just get papers in the mail, and I see you in the D. Holla. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not finna do all that other stuff. I'm not because it's crazy. They just I just seen something on YouTube where there's people losing their lives over a channel. That's crazy.
Right.
That's why now you understand. Now you understand why I was doing what I was doing, because I'm letting you know, right. Look, I ain't playing like that. I ain't playing like that.
And see,
don't play with me. Look, Funky Fee got on her thing and she gonna talk about, hey, brother, I got family in Chester, Pennsylvania, and they know you personally. I'm like, yeah, do they really? I hope they really know, because if they know better. I don't play like that. So I hope they really do know me. You dig? Talking that gangster stuff, it don't work. Not here, because I get love in the streets. I get love in the streets. All that gangster talk, fly talk, I don't feed into none of that. I've been out here a long, long time. I tell anybody I've been shot twice, but I also did some shooting. Yeah, so what? You dig? So don't come at me with where I gotta go, man. I was gonna come on at 3. I'm gonna come on at 4. I just wanted to make Gemini, I ain't nigging you. I just want to say this to him. I don't have no problems with you, fam. You do your thing, I do my thing. If we can meet in the middle sometimes, that's what's up. I just wanted to let them know today. It wasn't Funky Fee that just made my channel. I think that's selfish. I think that's egotistical. You have just as many views, if not as much. You and the other people that I've named. And I don't have a problem saying thank you. If I never said it, thank you. And that's real talk. I'm not an egotistical person. Only an egotistical person will take credit for something all by themselves when that ain't what happened. And again, the only reason I messed with her was because of Philly Bruja. I thought we were cool. Obviously, we not, but okay. But that's the only reason. And world, send me the email, and I'm going to send you the receipts on the I just want to see you. I just want to look in your face. And so the next time somebody bring it up, I don't even got to say nothing. You could just post them and just go, you're lying.
Well, brother, let me ask real quick. Why do that? Let it go. Leave it alone.
No, because y'all believe in receipts. Y'all believe in showing proof.
But see, but wait, real quick.
Now you saying don't do it to her. That's what you saying. You saying don't do it.
I'm not saying as a defense for her. I'm just saying let's stop the childishness. Let's stop the craziness. Leave it alone.
Okay. I'm gonna stop, but I'm gonna give him the world. I'm gonna give him the world to do as he wish.
That's what we doing. We don't want to keep the narrative going because we don't need each other's being spoke on. We don't need our channels took down. And I'm not saying that in defense to her. I'm just saying that in defense to everybody. We don't need all the craziness, all the
it.
Because right now I'm in a situation. I'll put it like this. I haven't been doxxed by nobody. I hope to never do. But if I do, trust I got the folks that'll handle it. And that's legal too, because I'm connected here in the city of Detroit only because I follow where the money going and I follow the constituents. I follow reputable constituents in my city in Detroit that when I organize and volunteer and advocate and stuff, that stuff I hold lightly and play with. I save it when the time that is needed. And I've never had to need it. And I don't want to need it on YouTube. But see, don't give credence to something. Don't keep fueling it. Don't fuel it.
I'm not, but I'm going. Listen, sis, let me say this because I gotta go. Okay. Listen, I appreciate all of that, but I'm still gonna send World the receipts just so people can know I'm not a liar. I get it.
But you I get it. That.
No. But when somebody says. When somebody says she wasn't butthurt about the retreat, she was. And I got the receipts. I just want to look at you. Could you just come for a half an hour? You don't got to stay. I just want to lay eyes on you. I got the receipts. I'm going to give them the world. Just because I'm going to be petty right now because I'm petty too. God. So I'm going to give him the world and world will do what he want with them. All right. I just want to. And so the next time somebody say something, I won't have to say it. World will know. And that's enough for me that one person know the truth. Okay? I never showed the receipts on my account. I could have, but I'm going to give them the world. So the next time somebody say, what's this all about? What was this all about? When I done left it alone, I ain't going to say nothing. Okay. Maybe I ain't going to say a word. But the next time they open their mouth, they might think. Maybe they'll think first because they don't like World. So maybe World might want to stick his foot in your behind one day and show how thirsty he was or whatever. You understand? And be like, whoa, you dig? So I'm going to just give them the world. And I don't care who out there that don't like it. they like this.
Well, I mean, okay.
I don't care who don't like it. I just want World to know the truth. So when people start lying about it wasn't the retreat, it was because you talked about her garden. Oh, let me say this and I'm gonna go. Last thing, okay, World, can I? Please?
Oh, you good.
Last thing was, this is why she said I talked about her garden last time. I said, people will hustle your community. And they will hustle your community by coming up with a noble cause. This is what the bald head dude today didn't want to talk about. I would explain to him talking about her garden. I said that little trashy thing that she got on the side of her house with all the weeds and the newspaper and trash in it, that is not a garden. That is a trash box. That's how I feel. Ain't nobody got to agree. But I said people will try and hustle the community by asking for thousands of dollars to buy community land to plant vegetables. Sounds nice, right? Until you start asking these questions. When you ask this question, is it going to be a nonprofit? How are you going to list the property? If we buy it, are we going to buy it under what name? Your name, which is the owner of the property? That means we're giving you some property. Or are we going to list it under a nonprofit status where all of us can be listed as the owners? Or are we going to start a LLC and so that all of us can be listed as the owners? Or are we going to do an S corporation where all of us can be listed? You understand? So when you ask those type of questions and a person gets offended, they're a crook because you messing up they hustle. And then they get offended and they say to you, why you talking about my garden? Negro, I wasn't talking about your garden. I was just saying how people can hustle people. I wasn't talking about you. I never mentioned your name. That what I just said, did I say Funky Fee one time? All I said was people can hustle the community like this. Now, if I'm wrong for pointing that out and that rubbed her funky butt the wrong way, then I'm sorry. But that wasn't my intention. Now, people was like, well, you should have been talking about her edges. Well, look what she talked. She chew people up. Why can't I make an observation? She talk about people. So now she can't be talked about. I never seen her in a dress. I always see her in T-shirts. That's funky for a woman to be in T-shirts. Or you just can't find nothing that fit. Okay, fine. I get it. You just can't find nothing that fit. That's fine. All right. I'm cool with that. But you can't be a hypocrite. Right? Look, you can't talk trash about people and then want to be the victim when people talk trash about you. And all of her viewers know I'm telling the truth. She chew up people all the time talking about them. But then when somebody talks about Funky Fee, it's like, oh, Lord, how could you do that? You're not a man. No, I just got better jokes. I got better jokes, better observations, and sometimes maybe you shouldn't criticize people if you can't dish it, right? If you can't take it, you don't dish it.
Right, if it's too hot, stay out the kitchen.
That's how it goes, and that's what happened. You know, with the situation, even with the place between me and her, you know, it was a roast, and she disliked the roast, and a lot of people that subscribed to her, that liked her and respected her for her, you know, deific knowledge and stuff like that or whatever, you know, start disliking me, which I'm like, hey, I don't give a fuck about that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, on another level, I got to steer around my show too, you see what I'm saying? So it wasn't that serious, but she took it that way, and even people that supported her took it that way, and that's how a lot of this crazy stuff happened. Where I was like, "Hey, it's just jokes, you know. It's just me roasting. That's all that it is." But at the end of the day, I don't want to jump through the computer screen. I don't want to jump through the phone. I don't want to throw nothing through there. I don't want to shoot. We ain't gonna square up. None of that. Period.
Hey, world. But you want to let them know too. Hey, world. You want to let them know too. If you pop up around here. If you pop up around here, it's gonna be some fire around here.
Hey, look, check my jacket, or call anybody in the motherfucking Charlotte, Antonia, Shelby, Lincoln, motherfucking Asheville, anywhere in that area, and ask them about me, and they gonna tell you. I ain't even gotta do none of that because I don't play. Looking at my rap sheet, I don't play that. If I'm going in, I'm going all the way in.
Yeah,
all the way in. So I respect the code. Put it to you like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I understand where you're coming from.
Real quick for the chat before you go, brother. Everybody, I didn't come in the ZX chat saying anything. I wasn't blocked or anything. I just I basically come in to listen because I want to. I don't say too much. I try to listen, figure out what's going on, and go from there. And that's anybody's chat and other people's chat by name drop. I went in their chat just to see what's going on. I might not agree with it, but I'm not gonna go on somebody else and trash them or nothing. I'm not gonna take no images. But just for the record, here I is.
You upside down, Mom. You upside down.
Phone upside down.
You upside down.
Turn your phone around.
Turn your phone upside down.
Oh.
Yeah, you was making us busy.
Yo. Okay, right, facts.
So I ain't ugly by a long shot.
This the ZX. Hey, look, this the ZX14 policy. You got to show your face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least the first time.
Your face. You know what I'm saying?
At least the first time.
Yeah, the first time you got to show your face. Okay, we got it over here. We make it make sense.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because when they don't want to show their face, dog, they talking behind the screen, you be like, who are you for real? Like, anybody can be what they want.
You know what I'm saying?
Show yourself.
I'm like, you know how I look. You know my voice. You know all of that shit.
Right.
Now you want to find out where I stay. And all. So what you going to do? What you going to do then? What the fuck you going to do then? When you find out that, then what the fuck you going to have? Nothing. Right. What the fuck you doing it for? Some views or some shit? Because when I do it for views, nigga, I'm not going to tell you. You're not going to see shit. You're not going to know about shit. I'm going to just fucking be there. And trust me, I can find out. If I was that fucking petty, I'll be the one. Hey, look, I'll be one way, Megabus style on that bitch with a book bag. That's it.
Right.
One motherfucking way with that phone. I'm nice with that goddamn phone. I'm nice as fuck. But I'm like, nah, this is social media. We're not going to do that because what they want is it don't make a damn what stratagem that we use to kill and attack and destroy each other. They want to sit back and they want to watch. They want to watch. Oh, yeah, them niggas is killing each other again today, boy. They arguing again over there, boy. Them niggas arguing. The people at YouTube, they clock in and watch our dumb ass. Oh, them niggas is arguing. They going in. I bet you this week right here, boy, I bet you Fundy gonna come back and see it. Oh boy, I bet what you got on. Boy, I put 100 on it. Yeah, I got you when I get paid next week. Okay, we'll watch this shit. Just record all of them and we'll watch it together.
Right.
That's how they look at it.
I'm done. I'm done. I got two people that I can honestly say I'm totally done with. Funky Fee is one. The other one will go nameless because it's not productive. That's it. Everybody else, I mean, it is what it is. I believe in time people will see the truth. Right. The truth is what it is, and they will see it. And sooner or later, I think in 6 months or a year, people will be coming back saying, damn, man, you was right.
You was right.
And that's how that happens. And I'm cool with that. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not angry that people are there. I'm not pocket watching. I'm not doing none of those things. I don't care about that. I just wanted people to know that this person is not who they say they are, because I try to help. Oh, let me say, hey, world, you know what? They done been on LinkedIn. They didn't Google my criminal background. They didn't Google all kinds of stuff. Look, but I just want the idiots to know when they go to LinkedIn, right? I get your information. You can't just do a criminal background on somebody and your information don't pop up. I got all kinds of names where people have been searching me, and I'm cool with that. That's cool because you know what they found? Nothing. You know what they found when they went to go look for my company? A company. That's what they found. One thing you ain't heard was nobody say, he ain't got no company. He don't do that. You know why? Because they thoroughly checked it out. And I know. And you can't get me fired. You know why? Because I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
Yeah, I'm the boss.
Who you gonna call? You gonna call me? You gonna call me and tell me I've been acting up? Wow. I got 4 or 5 other people that do a lot of work for me. But really, you what? What? I just think it's funny. But I would never really try to damage anybody. She took it personally. You trying to ruin my living. I'm not trying to ruin your living. I'm just putting people down with your game. That's all. So with that, I'm gonna say peace, y'all, because I'm supposed to go on at 3, but I'm gonna go on at 4. I'll wait until. Well, I know you know what they gonna say. ZX was over here kissing worlds behind. ZX is over here trying to make.
No,
I just wanted people to know.
ZX called in. That's right. ZX called in and we dialogue. So, you know, that's what they're gonna be able to say. Period, point blank. I don't do the spectating, the hating, and all of that. I let them do that on their channel. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't even worry about that.
We agreed on something. We agreed on Fundy Fee is not the only person that contributed to my channel. What about World? What about World?
SL Angel Dominique, O'Neal TV. You know, so I seen the community walk. That's why I share people's stuff, you know, so that's definitely not the case.
Right. It wasn't no phone. I blew your channel up. You's a liar. No, you didn't. That's egotistical to even think that you got that much power. World, since this fight with me and her, I lost about 30 subs, but I picked up like 90 something. So I'm 60 plus. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine. Take your people and go. I'd rather deal with the people with some sense than to deal with a bunch of fools. That's it.
Right.
So I'm cool with it. It ain't like, oh, we're going to hurt your channel. You only got 25 views. We have very nice conversation. When I got 20, 25 people, we have good talk. Today, we're going to be talking about breastfeeding. That's real corny, but we're going to talk about breastfeeding and stuff like that. No,
well, make sure you go over breastfeeding exploitation via online or social media, because there's a lot of that going on too. You know, talk about vibes, talk about Sheba, and talk about Joy, talk about these other people as well that's just taking these photos with the baby, with the titty hanging out, and I'm like seeing the nipple and shit, and I'm like, well, damn, I mean, like, why are you doing? You couldn't cover that shit up. The shit just, that motherfucker be hanging all the way out. And I'm like, what the fuck is, so I don't
Come on over, you do it. I'm afraid to even go there. Don't women, you come on over. I'll protect you, but come on over. You say it. I ain't gonna say it.
I be like I said, you know, motherfuckers. I be in everybody chat. Boy, I be in everybody chat like
That's
that.
what's
Boy.
up.
I'm everywhere.
That's what's up.
But that's what's up, though. Yeah, but when you do, just kind of touch on it with, you know, how do y'all feel about women, you know, who knowingly online reveal themselves while feeding their child as if they couldn't cover themselves up?
I got
See how they ride with that. See how they ride with
you.
that. Keep it real. Keep it
Miss
real.
Taylor, I'm gonna pass the mic to one of my mods. Miss Taylor gonna really handle that. I mean, being a man not breastfeeding, I can only give a couple of perspectives, and I'm gonna leave that alone. Y'all women go with that because they'll be chewing me up talking about why you worrying about women. And I don't even want to get into it, but I will facilitate the atmosphere, and so that those sisters can have that conversation. That's it. So Gemini, I don't know if you block, but if you're not, or if you are, just send me.
Oh no, you know, if I get blocked, I don't come back.
Well, I don't know if you are. I don't know. You ain't never said nothing slick.
I'm not.
Okay, good.
I'm not. But see, I'm different. I'm 51, and
you grown.
If a person blocked me, yeah. But if a person, my son is 29. If a person blocked me in the chat for asking a question or whatever,
you done. That's what's up.
I don't stick around. I'm not gonna. I don't kiss nobody's butt. I'm not gonna bet. Ooh, can I do? No, boo-boo.
I got you. That's what's up. I respect that. Hey, world, thank you. Thank you, man. I appreciate the conversation. Everything is everything. You dig? And I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. I'm not gonna have nobody take credit from you and everybody else in that conversation because you deserve that. Yes, you did. You deserve it. And I'm not gonna let nobody take that type of credit. That's all I really wanted to talk about was that, no, if I got to give credit, let me give credit. Let me give the credit because I know more than anybody else. So thanks for your time. Gemini, maybe you'll come and talk about the breastfeeding world. You're more than welcome. We in unblocked and blocked and all of that. Anybody that I haven't unblocked, send me an email, take it off. No hard feelings. It is what it is. All right? Thanks now.
Okay. Indeed. So peace, Brother ZX. Indeed.
Right on. Peace.
Okay. Yeah, and like I say, Gemini, you know, just being able, you know, to chop it up, you know, with everything that took place. That's what, you know, we should always be looking for on social media, you know, with accomplishing, you know, if we got some misunderstanding, whether a person feel whatever kind of way about whatever, you already know how that shit go, but at least dialogue that shit. You feel what I'm saying? You know,
yeah, but I'm
for
not
no
in agreement
reason
with getting nobody's information. I'm still not in agreement with that because that's a private conversation.
Hey, well, let's look. All right, I'm gonna get you right here.
But hey, respect to your channel. You know what to do with your stuff. You know, just you know, I'm just not in agreement with that because mess around if somebody do get hurt, then what? Who gonna throw something in the GoFundMe?
As far as seeing information about how somebody was stunting in front and they desired somebody, yeah, I most definitely laugh because they did some shit that I'm pretty sure there were some people that motherfucking laugh. But as far as me going the distance and saying, you know, I want to know all of this stuff or whatever, I don't give a fuck about what none of these niggas do on their channel and however the fuck that they doing. Long as it's not implicating or putting me in some fucked up position or whatever, I'm good with you. Do what the fuck you want to do. Like, I done been through too much shit. Shootouts, nigga, shot at niggas, all type of shit. Like, this is some social media shit. I don't wake up and shit like wondering in the shit. You know, if I step in, you're gonna be like laying in the grass and shit with a 50 cal and shit, like a mile up the street and shit. Like, I don't think like, because I know niggas ain't that advanced. You know what I mean? To tell you the truth. Motherfuckers will do something like they want to scare you or make you feel some kind of way, but a lot of these motherfuckers don't want to do time. You understand? Now, I'm not one of the persons that's going to tell you I'm proud of doing time before, but what I'm saying is it's not at that level of seriousness online. Motherfuckers be doing this just for clout purposes. That's all the fuck that it is, period, point blank. Oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'll do that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me what the fuck you going to do to me. Don't tell, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do, oh, okay, all right. So now in the process of you saying you're going to do that, now let's look at the amount of time that I got to be able to construct what the fuck that I'm gonna do. I'm pretty witty as fuck. You know, I'm great with freestyling. Yeah, drop of the dime type of Bruce Lee shit, meditation, block goddamn Mike Tyson punches and shit with my hand and shit, you know, all that Street Fighter. I can do all that motherfucking shit. So with me, I never feel any kind of way when a person says anything. My thing is, why is the level of pettiness as great as what it is, where people have to continue to take it to the distance on here with social media? Think I want to find out where the fuck you want to stay and all this old shit and all that? I don't have to. That's within a click of a button. Within a click of a button. It's not like, you know, I have to put that much brain mass together to figure out some shit, because I'm very resourceful. So when people make these like allegations online, like when you say some stuff like, okay, Gemini, I'm gonna put this, you know, piece of stick, you know, on your shoulder. I'm gonna knock it off, and we supposed to fight. See, I remember that era. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't do shit now and put it on my shoulder and provoke me to do anything, because I'm rightfully thinking enough and morally sound enough to even look at what motherfucking ulterior motive that you got. I don't fuck around like that. I just want to know why people, you know, are like so vocal and so opinionated about certain things, but never come to the platform to discuss those things. You see, you ain't just in the comments saying what you saying. If you had some shit you wanted to say to him, you could have said it on my channel, which you clearly did. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't just on some troll, oh, fuck you, and this, and that, you this and you that. Come and address that issue if you got that issue. That's all I'm like. Other than that, hey, look, I'll shut the show down. I'll shut the show down and make time for the person to be able to come through. I did it for his lordship. I do it for anybody else, you know, that want to come through. Hey, what's the issue? You want to build? All right, let's go there. Boom. That's how it take place, you know. But I'm not going to sit up here every day and be making videos about your ass. And I'm not going to be with a group of motherfuckers like I'm mad at you talking shit about you. Come on, man. Life goes on.
Yeah, that's the craziness that I don't like. I'm like, I ain't got time. I'm not finna do all of that. Because if it ain't about building and giving money, what's the purpose?
Right.
There's no purpose.
When we start building,
then,
like,
you know, giving people information, like I said, I was trying to explain that to him. Leave it alone. You ain't got to do no more. You did enough. Leave it alone, because it's just going to keep going back and forwards. It's going to keep going back and forth, and you're not going to get to no point of relevancy in it.
Let me give you an example with that doxing shit. Now, I don't know how it got to this level that it is now, but originally I was doing some doxing. Now, the motherfuckers that was snatching up kids and shit, the motherfuckers that predatory abducted motherfuckers, yeah, I was doxing like a motherfucker. Well, that was
a reason to dox, and that's a reason. That's a reason.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I be like, don't do that shit with me, because like when you do it with me, it's fucked up. Like you really fuck up then, because like I got too much experience with the shit. You see what I'm saying? You might be doing it for some views. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing it for the long run. So when I was actually looking at these motherfuckers allegedly, you know, who were disappearing people, who were connected in a roundabout way, you know, in Rosemont, Wilmette County, and those surrounding areas, as well as areas within Detroit, you know, Grosse Pointe Park, you know, in those different areas. This is what those are the motherfuckers that I was beaming. Anybody that was connected to Arthur Rathburn, or anybody that went to that goddamn warehouse where them fucking 1,000 bodies was at, yeah, I know all them niggas. I know all of them niggas. You can't tell me nothing about no motherfucking Bob Green, his son, motherfucking Donald Green, none of them, because I know them all. Because I looked up. I had a fascination with who these people were that was selling body parts and that was selling organs. So that's when the doxing shit came about with me. I don't do it on no small. I don't give a fuck about where you stay at and all that shit. What the fuck? That ain't nothing to find out. What the fuck? Oh, so I'm gonna have a difficulty with that. That ain't nothing. That's nothing at all. You see, so being focused on some of the more serious things, that's when the views don't come, because people are more attentive to the drama as opposed to the information that's gonna bring about awareness. So that's why we're at this point right now. You see, we can't even effectively communicate that because people are not receptive to that. They're only receptive to the drama. If you're talking about some drama shit, like a motherfucker seen my shit in the suggested videos and seen ZX up here, oh shit, World News and ZX going in. World News talking shit about ZX. oh shit, it's going down. No, you wouldn't expect for us to have a conversation. Although he said stuff about me, I said shit about him too. Because within roasting, I think that shit'll be as long as what the fuck Instagram lasts. But you know, to make a long story motherfucking short, you know, I get why people do certain things. But if you're gonna do the shit for real. Be man enough or woman enough to say you did the shit. Don't be with the fuck shit up running around in these little packs and shit. Come through. Come through. You got an issue, come through. Don't, because I'm not gonna be spending my time going to your weak ass channel. I don't go to weak niggas channels. You understand? That's the title of this shit. Weak channel holders. I go to niggas with powerful channels that only have 5 people in their chat. 5 people. Sometimes 2 people. I be going to these people chats that's listening to me right now that's afraid to comment because they don't want their friend to feel some kind of way because of being in my chat right now. But I've supported you all on every motherfucking level. You figure out what I'm saying? So I don't be looking at it like I'm way up here and other channel holders are down there or whatever. That's not the thing at all. But you got people out here that view it that way, yo. You know, like I got to go and kiss Sinetta or Tommy or some nigga. I don't got to kiss them niggas. What I got to go to their channel for? Fuck I got to go over there for? Come over here. You want to talk? Let's build. Let's prove that it's not about views. Let's prove that you're actually, you know, about, you know, reformation or correcting yourself or adding on or bringing about an under and an overstand. Let's prove that. Do you want to do that? No, that shit be crickets. So then I'll just be roasting the motherfucker. That's how I go. I'll just be roasting them. Fuck it. It is what it is.
Well, I ain't gonna stay in your chat long. I just came over to offer my 2 cents.
I got it. It was a value. It was a value. It was a value.
Because I be concerned. I just don't, you know, that get personal when you go doxing people and stuff. And when people do, you know, do things like that, it concerns me because I got an issue with Google already. And I'm about to cash them in for real. I don't appreciate it. You don't utilize my space for no advertisement, and then there's an image of me. No, you don't do that. I don't care who you is, and if it's on there, I want to get paid. I want my money. I want to check. I need for my phone. I need for this phone right here to be going off the hook. I need for my account to be ring to where it get on my nerves. I don't use my image if I ain't getting paid. You better send me a check. Matter of fact, I got Cash App. You can drop it right now.
Drop it in the cash.
You can drop it in the Cash App right now. And the same. And shoot, and I'm quite sure. I hope nobody do, but if they do, trust me, I'm gonna be in there right-clicking, putting your stuff in my notes, and I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna just say here, how much can I get for this? That's all I'm gonna say. And here's the route number and the account number. Bam. And I'm done. See you in the D. All right. I'm going to leave the channel. I'm going to let you handle it and take care of it. I just came to put my 2 cents in. I ain't want to sound like I was threatening nobody because I wasn't. I just came to give my support. You see me in there. I be throwing my ones up, my worlds and stuff.
I already know. It's all love. You already know. I see the support. Beam team, we in here. It's nothing.
All right.
Okay. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
All right. Peace. Indeed. And like I say, you know, that's the stratagem right there. That's the platform. If anybody would have had anything to say, you know, within the confines of these 2 hours, they would have came through. But instead of coming through, they rather just listen and spectate and that nigga this and that nigga fake and that nigga said this and that nigga fuck all that shit. What I'm saying is let's get down to the bottom of that, you know, to the bottom of whatever that the issue is, man. That shit ain't fucking hard. We can have convos, we can build, we can dialect, we can do all of that shit right there. Most of y'all niggas don't want to do that because you're not in a rightful footing to be able to do that. You see, amongst the people that you fucks with, you probably superb and supreme and all of that shit. But when it actually come to you presenting whatever the fuck you talking about, we know that you coward enough. We know you will go to certain sectors and talk to people, right? But you won't come to the Make It Make Sense network. You know, why should we go to your channel? That's the question. Why should we go to your channel? Ain't talking about nothing. I don't like going to them channels where I just got to look at you all day and shit. That's why I'm just up here today. Because that's how y'all be on here. You motherfuckers just on the camera type of shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be doing this. Y'all know my shit. Look, my shit always be like this right here. I always be swagging like this because I'm like, you know who the fuck I am any motherfucking way. But what I got to do, get on the camera just so you can feel what the fuck that I'm talking about or whatever. Come on, man. Stop playing. We're not going to do that. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Y'all already know what's going on over here. Yeah. And then, like I say, when I jump start this motherfucking live, right, and we come in the building, you already know we're going to go to the jungle. If y'all good with that, then we'll go to the jungle for a little bit, okay? Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? And just as Pat said, you know, we all got issues, man. You know, like I say, we melanated. You know, you can't hold, you know, one person accountable, you know, for everything bad. You feel me? That's done. You know, I don't think it's too many angelic, you know, impeccable beings and shit, you know, walking around, you know, on this earth that can say that or whatever. I don't think that it is. It ain't one person on here that can say, you know, especially who has been mentioned, that there was not something at one point in time that they did, you know, or, you know, committed that was wrong. They can't say that motherfucking shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop. Y'all be exaggerating this shit. So like I say, it is what it is. You know, hopefully there was some things that was accomplished, you know, on this volume right here. And yes, in fact, this is weak channel holders. Not saying anything about anybody's subscription count, but everything about a person's content, their legitimacy, and them actually having something to offer, to provide for social media. A lot of people don't. It's a lot of people that, you know, understand technology that still don't have anything to present. So they got to talk about people. They got to dox motherfuckers. They got to keep doing all of this extracurricular shit just to get some views aside from keeping it 100. It is what it is. Oh, yeah, facts, purple, all day. And like I say, that's how it go. You know, I'm just one of those people, you know, that's willing to have that level of discussion. A lot of people don't want to have that level of discussion because they ain't talking about shit unless they talking about somebody else. I post all this shit for y'all. I take a whole day out and just go in on the knowledge and watch how many people be in the chat. And you'll be like, damn, world, you dropping it, man. God damn. But like I say, you know, when I am dropping it, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to hear that drama, you know, like straight the fuck up, man. We got to start being a hell of a lot more, you know, adultish out this motherfucker and be about what we need to be about as opposed to being all supportive of the fuck shit. So I appreciate everybody that came out, everybody that tuned in, everybody that smacked the fuck up out of that like button. Shout out, you know what I'm saying, to my sister Gemini Visions, came through up in the building. Big boy facts. Shout out to ZX 1400, Grown Folks TV for coming through. You already know what it is. You know, I welcome everybody through. If me and anybody can come to some legitimate corrective terms, you know, if we can be adults about anything and at least, you know, agree about one thing, I'm always up for that shit right there. But when you got people that just want to hang in packs and talk shit, just know on my channel, I won't be talking about their ass. I'll address them and keep it motherfucking moving. And y'all already know how I am. That's right. That's right. Look, I will keep it motherfucking moving. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, we got to look at it for what it's worth out here on social media, man. You know, we got some weak channel holders, people putting out weak ass motherfucking content. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I already know we going in, Redbone. That's what's up. I already know we going in. Yeah. And see this, hey, this is the deal right here, y'all. This is what I want to leave y'all with right here, man. You know, like on some G shit, man. Whenever it get to the point where you go and you tune into somebody's channel and you in the comments, you know, and people in there, and if it's somebody you support, you know, and that person, you know, was in there, you know, talking shit, you know, stuff like that or whatever, don't even drop no comment. You ain't got to be in there to represent me. You understand what I'm saying? Just bounce. Don't even get no energy to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother O'Neal TV. You already know what it is. Yo, the only thing that it's going to do, it's going to bring people to the network. That's all that it is, yo. That's all that it is, man. So, you know, like I say, I'm appreciative of that. You know, so y'all keep on making videos. Y'all keep talking shit, and I'm going to keep on doing my job. And with that being said, I'm out, family. I'll see y'all in a minute. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you ain't did so already, hit the X to the right, come back over to the left, and then do so. hit that notification bell, you know, put that joint on all, and you'll be able to catch me the next time that I'm up in the building, because we definitely gonna be up in the building. All right, we're going back in on the jungle, man, shortly. All right, family, I'll see y'all in a minute.